Hi Virgo, let's see what the universe is wanting to tell you. My readings are timeless. When you find them is when you are meant to hear the messages. So take what resonates and leave the rest. And if this reading does not resonate for you at all, do not try to make it fit and instead go watch your moon sign, ascendant sign. And if you are born on the cusp of another sign, go watch that sign because those readings may resonate more for you at this time. Spirit, what is coming in for Virgo? Okay, what does Virgo need to know about at this time? Also, I do not do personal readings to the public at this time, and if I ever start doing so, I will never contact you out of the blue offering you a reading. So just be aware there's scammers out there pretending to be me. You did get the flute. Disappointment in a friend or lover. So there could be some friend or lover that you are disappointed in. Spirit, what else? Okay, we have the camel. Persevere and you will overcome problems. So Spirit is letting you know, just keep going. Keep going, don't stop, and you're going to overcome some kind of problem in your life. You did get October. So the month of October is significant here, okay? You could be, something could be coming in this coming October. Something could have happened last October. Something started last October, could be culminating this October, so a year's time. You could be dealing with someone born in the month of October as well. We do have the owl. Good advice from a wise person. Okay. So there's a need for good advice here, or someone is going to be giving you advice. And Spirit is letting you know that this is a wise person, this is good advice, or there may be a need for you to seek out advice from a wise person with the owl. Let's clarify these. Let's see what's going on. Spirit, why is flute here? Disappointment in a friend or lover. Why is flute here? Show me flute. Why is flute here? Okay, we have Two of Cups. Probably a lover with the Two of Cups. It doesn't have to be, but I feel like for most of you, this is talking. For some of you, this is a partnership. This was a partnership, okay? But for many of you, most of you, I do feel like this is talking about a love relationship with the Two of Cups. Six of Coins on the bottom of the deck. I feel like there was something here where there was unequal give and take. You may have been giving more than this person. This person may not have been giving as much. They could have been giving to another situation as well. I want to dig a little deeper. Seven of Coins. Yeah, this is someone that I feel like you invested time, energy, resources into. You put a lot into them. I don't feel like you got back what you put in. You know, I don't feel like you got equal give and take there. You did not. You put a lot of effort into the relationship, but you didn't get the rewards. Spirit, why is the Two of Cups here? Okay. The Hierophant. For many of you, I do feel like this was a committed relationship with the Hierophant, Taurus energy. Two of Swords. Yeah, I feel like whether this was a committed relationship or not, I feel like there was a lesson learned here. I feel like, I feel like you could have had to make a very difficult decision in regards to this. You may have felt for a long time like you were stuck from making the decision in regards to this person. You may have cut this person out. You may be going to cut this person out because time is fluid and tarot. But I feel like, there's a difficult decision needing to be made, or that you did make in regards to this person. And I feel like for a long time, you may have felt like you had, you just couldn't make a decision because you could not see clearly to make a decision about it. But I do feel like that, there was a lesson here that you've learned. Spirit, show me camel. And everything I feel like happens for a reason. And we have to sometimes, some people are just lessons in our life. I feel like we all have a lot of soulmates in this lifetime. Some are meant to be here long term. Some are meant to just come in and teach us lessons. Spirit, show me the camel. Persevere and you will overcome problems. Why is that here? Okay, give me 1 second. One flew out. Okay, and we got the 3 of coins. And 9 of swords here on the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like, you know, I feel like you could be now or were in this 9 of swords energy. Sleepless, worried, stressed. And I feel like the lessons that you learned are how you're going to overcome this 9 of swords energy and no longer be in 9 of swords energy. You have to learn this lesson, though, that you learned about this person. Because I do feel like with the 3 of coins here, I feel like, and for some of you, there could have been a third party involved. Like I said over here, this is someone that wasn't giving equally. For some of you, it could be because they were giving to someone else as well. But I definitely feel like there's a need for you to learn the lesson of what you went through with this person. For some of you, this person could be coming back around, and Spirit doesn't want you to squander that lesson that they taught you. And because in order to overcome the difficulty of this 9, they're going to put you right back in that. You're going to be back in 9 of swords energy. Stressed, worried, sleepless. Spirit, show me the 3 of coins. Why is it here? And we all have free will. Some of you, you know, if this person does come back, may want to take them back, and some of you may not. But there's a need for you to be very careful and to remember the lessons that you learned from the ending of this. Spirit, show me the 3 of coins. Queen of Cups. Feminine, water energy. And Temperance. You could have water in your chart. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but I definitely feel like you are this Queen of Cups. Compassionate, intuitive, loving. The Queen of Cups is someone who gives the full cup of love. When she gives love, she gives it unconditionally. And I definitely feel like there's a need for you to balance that out. With Temperance here on the bottom of the deck, Sagittarius energy, I feel like you need to balance this yourself out with this, because you do give the full cup of love when you love someone, and there's a need for you to keep yourself in balance here and not drown in your emotions of the Queen of Cups. Spirit, show me October. Okay, and we have the wheel. Wow, we have the Wheel of Fortune. A major life change is happening, I feel like, with this. Queen of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You're going into Queen of Wands energy. You could have, I feel like you're coming out as Empress energy, all 4 queens in one. But I feel like whatever this major change in your life, it is putting you in this Queen of Wands energy. Being very determined, going after what you want, being more confident. But there's something happening for you here with the Wheel of Fortune. It's something major. Spirit, show me the Wheel of Fortune. Why is it here? Look at that. Because you are becoming that fiery, determined Queen of Wands. 9 of Swords. Remember, we saw the 9 of Swords over here. But no longer in worry, stress, sleeplessness. You're getting up out of that. And I feel like it's because you're going into the Queen of Wands energy. For some of you, though, I feel like you are, you know, still in this 9 of Swords energy now. And there may be a need for you to talk to someone that you feel is wise here, someone who can help you. It could be even a therapist for some of you, because I definitely feel like you're going through a difficult time with someone. There's someone that you're disappointed in, with a disappointment in a friend or lover. And it's someone that I feel like you give that full cup of love to. You love this person unconditionally. But there is a need for you to, you know, just be careful here. Not get back into, once you get out of that 9 of Swords energy, you don't want to go back into that. Let's get you an oracle card for guidance. Spirit, give me an oracle card for guidance for Virgo. I do feel like something's happening here, and it's going to be different for everyone with this October. And I feel like you're going into Queen of Wands energy. I feel like something really good is happening. The wheel is turning in your favor here. And it's whatever it is putting you in the Queen of Wands energy. This is someone who goes after what they want. They're very fiery. They're very vivacious. Spirit, give me an oracle card for guidance. I've got all kinds of these oracle cards flying out at me for you, Virgo. Spirit, just one. One card for Virgo. What guidance do you have for them? Badger Spirit, be fearless and bold. Yes, that is the Queen of Wands. She is fearless and she is bold. And that is what Spirit wants you to do. Because doing that is turning this wheel in your favor. Let me read this to you. Badger Spirit rejoices at your persistence and commitment to what is true for you. Whatever you seek, your tenacity and faith in your partnership with Spirit is paying off, and the results will soon coalesce into form in your world. The gift of Badger Spirit is the surety that taking a risk now and being courageous, fearless, and bold will yield wondrous results. This is a time to harness your wheel and apply it consistently to the pursuit of your dreams. Know that no matter the temporary outer conditions, you will manifest your desires in divine timing and in the form that Spirit deems best for you. Badger Spirit says you have what it takes to get what you want. So assert yourself, be fearless and be bold, shining your light as your purpose calls you into the world. New relationships are also given a green light now. Don't be afraid to make the first move. Badger Spirit loves your brave and mighty heart. Your protection message is when Badger Spirit comes to protect you, he reminds you that anger or aggression, argumentative behavior, and being pushy or manipulative will not result in a positive outcome. Perhaps someone close to you has excess Badger energy, or perhaps that energy is pent up in you. Either way, now is the time to calm down and allow the energy to pass through you. Go for a bike ride or brisk walk. Shake it off or dance it out so you can return to the situation determined and committed, but not so intense that you overwhelm others and yourself. The appearance of Badger Spirit also serves as a reminder if you have been relentlessly pursuing something that keeps eluding you. The message is that it's time to surrender it up to your higher power and focus on something else. Badger Spirit wants to protect you from self-will run rampant, from being obsessed with getting what you want in the form you prefer, in timing that fits perfectly with your notions of what has to be. Remember, the world doesn't revolve around your wants. Better, more beautiful opportunities will be the result when you release some of that Badger Spirit intensity along with your need to have it your way 100%. So go after what you want, but be careful and don't go too far in that direction. Be the Queen of Wands. Go after what you want. Be determined. Don't take it too far and be the Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay, Virgo, I hope you enjoyed the reading, and if you did, please like the video.